Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, today the scheduling gods have given us something a bit unusual. Today's two maps have something very much in common with each other in that not only are they both island maps, but they're island maps that use a very similar technique to one that was first seen in terms of map making on my map, BonBon Island. I'll show you both of those as we get to them. Today's first map's by a creator who has a map pack out as of yesterday. Yes, it's that creator, and I guess this is just like a coincidence. It just happens. And then, as voted in by the BonBon buddies over on Patreon a couple of weeks ago, we've got a second island map with the similar techniques, etc., coming up straight after. But before we do any of that, I'd like you to do something for me. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's first map is Smol Island by Sidai, and apparently Smol is Slovenian for bad luck. Bad luck island. Or maybe it's another sort of Smol as we pull back. Yeah, it's a small island, no doubt, Sidai. Absolutely. Listen, they've been very busy map making. Lots and lots and lots of maps. And this one is, I guess, just a little nod. And I like it. It's perfect for that one tile challenge sort of gameplay. Let's have a look at the start square, which you've already seen. I tricked you. Did I trick you? Probably not. Anyway, there's your start square. There's your terrain heights. I mean... This isn't going to be very long, is it? No, not very. Your resources are quite nice. You know, what there is of the map. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it's a little bit disinteresting, but I don't expect anything really. It's a one-tile challenge map, okay? That's what this is. Okay, off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, not much. We're using the Pariah 4K theme, the realistic 1.2 LUTs because nothing else has been prescribed. And if you like one-tile challenges, maybe you don't. Whatever. Have fun, says Sidai. Okay, let's take all of this in, shall we? Right, okay, what do you think of today's map? Is it a one-star map? Oh, hang on, no, we should spend a bit more time. Okay, well, the quality is very nice indeed. We've got a little peninsula down here with the lighthouse and liking the terrain work along here as well. Liking the access to the lighthouse and little footpath down here leading up to the lighthouse. There it is. Okay. You may notice that we haven't launched with the networking today for reasons. Okay, there are beaches. I'm liking the fact that they're not perfectly straight beaches. They just feel very natural, even though it's not a very natural island. But it doesn't matter. Listen, it's a one-tile challenge island. Okay. Then we get down here. We get a lovely little feature in what you can assume to be the corner of the one tile. And if you pull the camera back a little bit and we just drop out a first-person view, and you'll see we are indeed in the corner. So there is that. Can't argue with the accuracy, the accuracy of that. As we head down here, we've got a couple of little interesting nooks and coves, and again some nice beaches. And then we head around this way. Now I've got a big problem here, Sidai. I've got a big problem. This little bit here, this yeah, big problem. Do you know what our problem is, Sidai? Look, we can't use it in a one-tile challenge. I'm devastated. I'm absolutely devastated. This map's just gone from like 5 stars down to 1 star. It's completely unplayable. Completely unplayable. Anyways, let's head along here. Then we've got another headland over here. Now this is a little bit different because look, it's a little bit taller. You may not have spotted that without my help. Nice cliff work, nice terrain work along here, great topography, plenty of logs washed up on the beach there, or maybe fallen down from the trees, possibly. Got a little waterfall. I mean, as waterfalls go, it's pleasing enough. Splays a little bit, but you know, what are you going to do about it? Probably not that much. Anyway, yes, it's a rocky headland with an elevated section up here. Oh, what are you going to do up there? What would you do up there? What would you build up there? I don't know what I'd build up there. But we got that. Little pond down here with a rock in the middle. Nicely detailed. Of course, it's Sidai. What do you want? What do you expect? And I just think this looks pretty smart. I think given what we have, this is just, it's interesting. Little featurette area. I'm good with that. Now let's have a look at the tree painting. Come on, I'm filling, okay? Filling. Liking the shapes of the trees as well. Liking the blend, I'm liking the fade. And also, look, little areas like this. See how it's been a little bit sand painted just there? Makes it feel that the trees can't grow there because it's too sandy, doesn't it? It's subtle things like that that only a great map maker, someone like, I don't know, Sidai, would actually think of doing. So credit there. Anyway, mostly cleared in the centre of the map, and then we've just got some nice shapes here. Actually, we've got a bit of a clear down here. And again, look. Just looks dry and a bit too sandy or whatever for the trees to get a hold in there. It's consistent across the entire map. When I say the entire map, I mean the entire tile. Anyway, it's good work. And then if we head over here, you can see everybody's favourite factories, along with a very nice little harbour area, a little pre-built area as well. And I think that's pretty much everything, isn't it? If I pull the camera back a little bit, the tile is shipping routes. I guess we could have a look at the shipping routes. Let's have a little look at the shipping routes. And there they come. We have 4 of them coming in from the edge of the map. Just doing a little swirly on each end there. That's quite neat. And then right on the corners of the map and 2 ends, we have a couple of air routes as well. If you could find room for an airport, you might have to reclaim some land, I think. Maybe a second tile. Or just stick it in the middle. Anyway, it's a 1 tile challenge, so we've got water on all 4 sides. Water flow in the start square really doesn't matter because there's water everywhere. Now let's have a look at some more detailing. Like outside of the centre tile, we've got sunken ship. And then over here, we've got, this is a neat little thing over here actually. Just some washed up logs. It's just caught in the mossy area. That's quite neat. I like that. Good thinking there. And then if we head over here, we've got another little detailing area down here with some more logs caught up. This one's a bit more dry land. Maybe you could build up here. Actually, those logs haven't been, they've been chopped. Who's been chopping the, oh, that's deforestation of a whole island. Shocking. Shocking. All right, okay, we're not quite done, but we're nearly done. Right, back down here to our little harbour area. And you may notice something. And that is a bit of a splash of green. Can you see it? Can you see it? There, it's right under here. That's a little in arrow. Again, it's a technique that I use on BonBon Islands. There are different ways of hiding them. They're dragged in from the edge of the map. The traffic comes in that one and it goes out. There's I don't know if you can see a hint of green. There's a hint of green there. There you go. And it goes out that way. I'm a little bit surprised we don't actually have any dummy traffic on the go. But yeah, the dummy traffic would come in, loop around, go back out. I'm surprised it's not happening. But doesn't matter. I'm sure when we start building, you'll have plenty of traffic coming in. So you don't need to rely on shipping or air. You've actually got an outside connection right there. Fantastic, Sidai. But what do you think of today's first map? When I say map, tile. What do you think of today's first tile? Is it a 1-star tile? Is it a 5-star tile? Or is it something in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 tiles of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now or the link in the description. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But make sure you're voting on Smol Island because there are 2 maps today. Right, what do I think of Smol Island by Sidai? Well, this is really tough to rate because it is just the 1 tile. And so I kind of, between the aesthetics and the detailing, I've kind of can't boost them both, if that makes sense. Aesthetics, I like this. I like it. But I think the reason why I like it is because of the quality of the detailing. So given it's a bit small, I'm gonna go for a high 3. But Detailing I'm going to push into 4 stars because the quality of the detailing is what is making this one tile look so good. So low 4 for detailing, and for gameplay, look, it's a 1 tile challenge. It's perfect for what it needs. So if you want a 1 tile challenge map, this is 5 stars. For anybody else, yeah, it's pretty playable. You could reclaim some land. Low 4. Should really be 3, really, shouldn't it? But I'm going low 4. Smol Island by Sidai. And Sidai, I'm really looking forward to exploring all of your extra maps, which I'll be buying later on today. And reviewing when I get some time. Anyway, let's take a brief intermission. Be right back after this. Right, we're back, and we've got a map which is just slightly bigger. Just slightly bigger. Couldn't be much smaller. This is a creator we've reviewed twice on the channel before, episodes 1495 and 1556, where they got 11 then 10 stars on those 2 occasions. They've made a bunch of other maps as well. The one that you probably will remember most is Bodies in the Harbour. That was the one with all the, well, body-shaped islands in the harbour. Do you remember that one? Yeah, that creator, they're back, and this is pretty dang neat, I've got to say. Let's have a little look at Boote Island by Stalker. Okay, it looks a bit like a boot, so maybe an Italian style build would go down quite neatly on this one. There's your start square. It's at the end of the peninsula. We've got funny little thing on the end there, which we'll look at in more detail as we get down there. We've got terrain heights, which are, it's actually much flatter than Sidai's map. Much, much flatter. Who would have thought? Resources are strong, much stronger than Sidai's map, so there's that going for it. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour, you want to do some fishing, it's probably a little bit more interesting in terms of fishing than Sidai's map. Points for that. There you go. You're beating Sidai on some fronts. Right, off to the workshop. Well, what do we need? Well, not that much, actually. We'll be using the realistic 1.5.5 temperate theme, along with the realistic 1.2 LUTs. There's a very well-written description, including a few shout-outs for mods and how you should use them if you want to. You don't need them. The map will work perfectly fine without them. But yes, it's just one of those maps that it's set up for mods, basically, but you don't need them. Absolutely don't need them, but you can. Does that make sense? I think it does. Anyway, we're going to do what we did last time. We're going to follow the outskirts of the map first of all, just to look at the coves and the rocky areas and the cliffs and the essential lighthouse. Yes, that's there for the BonBonBingo players, of course. Then you've got everybody's favourite factory down here underneath for us as well there. And we'll just follow the outside just to get a feel for the outside of the map first of all. Because again, no outside connection, so following the road to give us an outside connection route and driving into the start square, well, there isn't really much we can do with that, is there? So I'm not really going to do it. But of course, there's plenty to talk about with this map. Plenty to talk about. We made it back to the start square. There we go. See this the hollow there? Yeah, there's some water in the bottom of that. That's going to be your poop pond, isn't it? That's what that's there for. Stick your poop pond in there. Dump your poop in there. That's what it's for. You should. Okay. Which, of course, makes the water flow in the start square, which we will look at later, less important. Right, now, I'm quite impressed also by the tree painting on this map. It's somewhat whimsical. I kind of like this. I was seeing patterns, like I saw something that looks a bit like a phallus. I thought I saw the word goal, G-O-L, but anyway, yes. But just look at the whimsical way that we're just like wisping away. It's actually very pleasing. And whilst I don't think I'd like it on some maps, I think on this map it actually works very nicely indeed. And again, it's going to help if you want to work with tree lines to break up a big grid city, which should be very easy to do on this map because it's very flat. So yeah, I kind of like it. We head down here. We've got a bit of detailing down here. It looks like an old car factory, maybe. Statue outside of a man on a horse, because why not? And well, yeah, it's 3 more of those everybody's favourite factories. We've even got a little little harbour area, which I like the shape of that. That looks and feels about right as well. Plenty of credits to be applauded and awarded. Right, over here we've got, there's another one of those lighthouses, but ooh, it's a castle. Now this is a tight castle. You see what I mean in a minute. So let's have a look at this first of all before we fly past it. There, have a look at it now. But this is a tight castle. I mean, seriously, I like it. It's a good shape. It's good size. It's good design. And look at just how tight it is. That is tight. Really, really tight. Good work. Yeah, I like that. That's a winner for me. That's a winner. Anyway, so there's that. We've seen these lighthouses, but there's a hidden trick down here, which I'm guessing you already have guessed, yeah? Because they're attached to the island by a footpath, and if we move it to grab one of these boulders, this one here, and come up, there we go. Look what we got there. It's our outside connection. I mean, both in the same show. I promise you, I don't plan this. Anyway, the guys would walk their way up here, which is another reason why it might be called Boote Island. Walk their way up the footpath, pull a car out of their pocket on the gravel road and drive up onto the highway. It's a neat little concept. I'm liking the idea of the walking. The walking. How far will they walk? I think that's one of the questions that's actually posed on the description. But there you go. There's one under there as well. And I promise you that's the exact same case for each of the lighthouses, or what's the multiple of lighthouse? Lighthouses? Lighthouse? Anyway, there's another one there. I think with this one, it's actually under the Trolls Cave, this one here. Let me move that out. There we go. So yeah, we got outside connections for all of our outside connections. I mean, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? But it's a nice design, it's a good shape, it's a good size island for building on. I reckon that's got a lot of playability in it as well. A few nice little lakes in the middle, and it's the shape of a boot. I mean, seriously, what more do you want from an island called Boote Island? But that's not everything. That is not everything. Because if we come down here, look down the toe of the boot, look over there. What's that? Is that another island? Do we have two islands for the price of one island? Well, we do. This is, though, I don't know. I almost have no words. Okay. It's an extra island with outside connections in it as well. And I'm guessing we're going to put the power station here. It would make sense. Just to have all your power lines. Well, you've already got the power lines in place. But yeah, you could put your coal power station in here, and I guess draw lines across the underside of the water, underwater power lines. Don't see a problem with that at all. But yes, I guess that's what you would do there. Honestly, I just want to turn my back on it. The magic for the map is on the boot, I feel. The boot is very neat. Let's have a little look for shipping routes, though, shall we, while we're here? I think we probably should. Oh, they're very nice. Oh, shipping triangles. Shipping triangle there. Shipping triangle down here. And up there. And over here as well. And we've even got air triangles in the middle with the air roundabout. I'm not a big fan, but it does work. And so nobody's going to care, are they? What do you want? What do you want? Water flow in the Start Square, as discussed previously, we've got the poop pond, and we've got plenty of water along the coast that you can pump and draw into if you don't want to use the poop pond. So there you go. Right, what do you think of today's second map, Boote Island? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month, the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now or the link in the description. Then you'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But make sure you're voting on Boote Island by Stalker. Right, what do I think of Boote Island? Well, it's going to be very similar in terms of how do I rate this, because it's just a small-ish island. This is a bit less small. I like the wispiness of the trees. I really do. And I think I'm going to go the other way. I'm actually going to push this into 4 stars. It does feel more like a 3-star map, but I'm going to push it into 4 stars. I like that tree detailing. I'm going to award and reward that. The detailing, yeah, it's fun. There's fun detailing. I think I'm actually distracted more by the engine in the corner. I'm going to go for a high 3. Gameplay potential. It does feel very playable. It's a decent size, everything's in place. I'm not totally inspired to want to play it, but I still think we can just about squeeze a 4th star in here. So I'm going to do that. Low end of 4. Boote Island by Stalker. It's a good little island map. Not one I'm going to want to play, but I'm sure it'll have lots of takers. Will that be you? Will it? No? Yeah? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for another What Map. We're counting down the days to the end of the year now, and the Map of the Year series is coming very soon. Starting from Christmas Day, no less. No less. Could you care less? If you don't care less, then don't use the words of the day in the comments to prove that you're part of the 20 and out elites. But if you do, well, you can. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.